Hello everyone, this is Robin Short with the Wardley Training Department, and we are bringing you a job aid video today on sketching in Xactimate elevations. So one of the things that we are talking about today is that we are showing you elevation sketching using our room tool. So the trick about elevation sketching in Xact is that we are actually setting up a room, and then the room will lower the ceiling heights to 0 and the wall thickness to 0. When we do that, then it looks like an elevation, but it's still the floor, and we're just kind of doing a workaround. The purpose of this is basically viewing your sketch diagram in a better way. It gives a visual of the elevation. So let's look at a few things and we'll see what we can do here, okay? So first of all, when I have an estimate open and I'm in the sketch. So one of the things that you might see is when you open your sketch is you'll see your search bar, your item list, and your sketching palette. I like to have as much room as possible in this, so I hit the full screen. Simply go back to the defaults, you hit the visible windows and reset it. Simple as that. So let's go to the full screen. First thing I'm going to do is drop in a room, and let's say this room is, for simplicity, say it's 24 feet wide, and let's say it's 8 feet tall walls. Now this is a room. I'm going to hit the 3 key to show you the, it's just a room. 1 key for pan view. I'm going to change this to front elevation. I'm going to go to the preferences, and what we want to do is change the wall thickness to 0, and we want to change the ceiling height to 0. Now when we go to our 3D view, you can see it's just the floor. That's what we're looking at with 4-inch tall walls. So that gives us our elevation look. Now let's say we've got a gable roof on the top of this. So there's 2 ways to do that. In Tools, you can go to the vertex and you can put that in the middle here. Let me get that in the middle best I can here. And then you can just simply left click, hold, and draw it up. And there's your front elevation with your gable look. You can also go to, I think it's a 90-degree angle here, giving you a 12-12 pitch, but those are the only 2 options you really have as far as a pitch. So what I like to do, I think works better, if you use your brake bar, bring it down. Let's get that in the center again. Let's say we've got 12, or let's say this is 7 feet right here from top peak of the gable to the wall height. So I left click, hold this up, bring this to 7 feet. Now we know that this pull bar right here, this handle, would be 7 feet. So I take this handle and draw it down. Now you'll often find that this handle is, you can only go so far with it and it just starts doing funky things. So I suggest going up and hitting your snap line, bringing that down, putting that right where your gable is. Now we can use our vertex key and hit where the snap line is. That way you know you're straight across, and then just simply straighten this line out. You'll do that. Go on straight out here. You'll do that. Now you've got this side of the gable, and then we go in here, pull this bar, and straighten this line out. Come on. And there you are. So now we know that this is 7 feet, and we've got the right pitch. Click on your snap line, hit the delete key, that goes away. So there's your front elevation. Now let's say we've got some windows and a door. We're going to use area blocks. Remember, this is a floor. So we're actually creating holes in the floor. Let's say this window is 4 feet tall, and I don't know how wide that is. Let's make it a little bigger so we can all see it better. Yeah, 3 feet, 4 feet. Okay, that's fine. And then let's go into our properties. We're going to call this a window, and we will say this is a hole. This is actually a hole in the floor. That'll take out the square feet of that window, saying yes. Now we've got it. Now we can right click, we can copy, we can paste more windows in, and paste a window over here, let's say, something like that. Again, if you wanted to get real precise on your windows, you could bring that snap key in, and you notice that they'll pull right up the snap line rather, and then delete it. We want a door here, so I'm just going to paste another window. I'm going to bring it to the ground, bring it up, if I may, a little bit. Let's say 6'5", whatever. And again, we could rename that door, and there we go. So we have 3 windows and a door in our elevation. If you look at it from a 3D view, there you are. Let's do some estimating. So we could go to the estimate. We could go to front elevation. Let's just paint that area. And we could put it in here, and we'll say we're done. Oh, we got a problem. 23 square feet. See, again, if you go to the sketch, look at the properties, show me square feet. You don't see it in here because we're looking at the floor. This is the floor. So we always got to make sure we're estimating the floor 231 square feet. What we did, we estimated the wall of 23 square feet because these walls are really only 4 inches tall. So we go back to our estimate and get that line item, and now we put in F for floor, say OK. Now we have our 231 square feet. So that's the way we need to do that. Let's go back to our sketch. Let's say, I'm going to pull this over here. I'm going to shrink it a little bit to give us a little bit more room. Let's say we've got a right side going out here. So we would hold our bar, control, bring out another room, square it up, call this the right front. Let's go to our properties, and let's make this a subroom of the front elevation. Let's pull this out. Let's pull it out 20 feet. Now we have that. If we go back to the estimate, you can see it adjusted the square feet on that. Back to the sketch. Let's say that this bottom part is brick veneer. We would use our area reference blocks area, and we bring this in. Left click, hold, drag, bring it over. Let's rename this brick. This is going to act the same way as the windows, meaning we're going to put a hole in the floor. So we'll bring up our properties. We'll say yes, this is a hole. Okay. Now we have a brick facade on the right elevation. I can estimate it the other way by going back to the options. I'm going to hit my visible windows. I'm going to bring in my search. I think I'll bring in my line items so you can see. I'm going to square this up by hitting the zoom extends here. I'm going to search for the brick veneer. I'm just going to type in brick veneer. There it is, brick veneer. Click, drag it over, put it in the reference area, and voila. We got the brick veneer, 53.28 square feet. The brick is still on my cursor. Hit the escape key. That's gone. Open up our preferences to check it. square feet 58.32. There you are. That's how we sketch our elevations. If we print this, we can see nice and pretty here, coming all the way down. There it is. So this is how our sketch now looks of the front elevation. So that's about as simple as I can make it for you. Again, the idea is to be looking at the elevation. It just looks like an elevation, but it's really the floor. So I hope this helps out. You could do every elevation that way. If you had a bump out garage, you could just, well, what you could do on a bump out garage, let me go back to the sketch a second here. Let me move this over here. So you could, let's just say, in that regard, you could make another room, control. A lot of times we'll just put this in and then we'll just move this up like this. We'll just move this up like this, and you could say that this was, you know, like the garage, you know, right garage, something like that. Again, just changing your preferences, making sure everything's staying the same. We would make it a subroom, if you will, and you can just keep going like that until you get, you know, all of your elevations in. So hopefully that helps you understand sketching elevations. Simple, really it is simple. You're just using the floor as the elevations, making sure that you, three things I would say: drop your wall height to 0, your wall thickness to 0, and every time that you put a line item in, make sure that you're using F for floor, not W for wall. So there you go. If you got any questions on that, be happy to answer those for you. You can email me at robin.short@worleyco.com. Really appreciate your working for us. Thank you for your hard work, and thank you for watching the video. We'll catch you on the next time. Have a good day.